People always say one thing: never open your door after midnight, especially when someone knocks and you don't hear any footsteps. Sarah didn't believe in such things. She was a quiet woman who lived in a small house at the edge of town. Only 1 week ago, her husband Daniel had died in a car accident. It happened so suddenly. One moment he was there, and the next, he was gone. The house felt too quiet without him. At night, the silence made it hard for Sarah to sleep. So every evening, she lit a candle in the living room and sat down thinking about Daniel. But the silence wasn't peaceful. It felt heavy, like something was watching her from the dark corners of the house. On the 7th night, something strange happened. Sarah had just sat down with her candle. The time was exactly 12:03 a.m. Then she heard it. Knock, knock, knock. 3 slow knocks at the door. She sat still. Her heart started beating faster. Who would knock at this hour? She walked slowly to the door. Her hand was shaking. She looked through the small peephole in the door, but there was no one there. She stood there for a few seconds, confused. Then she slowly walked back to the couch. Maybe it was the wind, she thought, or just her mind playing tricks. The next night it happened again. Knock, knock, knock. Same time, same sound, no one outside. The 3rd night, it happened again. By now, Sarah was scared. She told herself it wasn't real. But deep inside, she knew something was wrong. She decided to go and talk to Father Matthews, the local priest. He was an old man who knew about strange things. She sat down in his small office and told him everything. The priest listened quietly, then looked very serious. "Do not open the door," he said. "Even if you hear Daniel's voice, even if it sounds real, don't open it." Sarah looked confused. "But why?" she asked. The priest looked her in the eyes. "Some spirits are not who they pretend to be," he said. "They know what you miss. They know how to sound like the ones you love. But if you open the door, you are inviting something dark into your home." Sarah didn't say anything more. She went home. That night, she didn't sleep. She sat in the living room with her candle again. She looked at the door, waiting. The clock turned to 12:03. Knock, knock, knock. Then a voice. "Sarah, it's me, it's Daniel. Please open the door." Tears came to her eyes. The voice, it sounded just like him. She stood up slowly. Her hand touched the doorknob. "Daniel," she whispered. "Please, Sarah, it's cold. Let me in," the voice said again. She opened the door. Standing there was Daniel, but something was wrong. His clothes were muddy and torn. His skin was very pale. His eyes looked empty, like he wasn't really alive. And then she saw something that made her blood turn cold. Daniel's feet were not touching the ground. She took a step back, but before she could close the door, a cold wind blew into the room. The candle went out. The door slammed shut behind him. Now Sarah was trapped inside, with something that looked like her husband, but wasn't. In the morning, the neighbors noticed something strange. Sarah hadn't come outside. Her windows were all closed. They knocked on her door, no answer. Finally, they called the police. When the door was opened, they found Sarah sitting on the floor near the door. Her eyes were wide open. She was shaking. She kept whispering the same words over and over. "He came back, but it wasn't him." So now, I ask you, if someone you buried came to your door at midnight, would you open it? Subscribe to Tales Untold for more stories like this.